Good morning, everyone. Good morning, and welcome to another magnificent Monday. Today, I'm coming to you from our nation's capital, Washington, D.C., to talk about, of all things, taking 100% responsibility for your life. And I mean 100% of everything in your life. If you want to be successful, you have to take 100% responsibility for everything that happens in your life, period. That includes your level of achievements, the results that you produce, the quality of your relationships, the state of your health and fitness, physical fitness, your income, your debts, your feelings, everything. Now, I understand that most of us have been conditioned to blame something outside of ourselves or someone else for the parts of our lives that we don't like. We blame our parents, our boss, our spouses, our children, the economy, the media, whatever. We even sometimes blame the dog, all right? We can't control or change any of that. So we need to start blaming. The blaming game stops today. Taking 100% responsibility means that you acknowledge that you create everything that happens to you. It means that you understand that you are the cause of all of your experiences. Now, if you want to be really successful, and I know that you do, then you'll have to give up blaming and complaining and start taking responsibility for your life. And that means of all of your results, your wins and your losses, your successes and your failures. George Washington Carver said that 99% of failures come from people who have a habit of making excuses. I'm going to say that again. 99% of all failures come from people who have a habit of making excuses. So we got to stop making excuses today. Here's a simple but very important formula that I have learned that makes this idea of taking 100% responsibility very clear to me. E plus R equals O. Event plus response equals outcome. So the basic idea is that every outcome you experience in life, success or failure, wealth or poverty, health or illness, intimacy or estrangement, joy or frustration, is the result of how we have responded to events in our lives. How we responded to those events, that's why we are where we are. If you don't like the outcomes that you currently are getting, there are two choices that we can make. Very simple. Number one, we can blame the event for your lack of results. Or two, you can instead simply change your responses to the events, basically the way things are, until you get the outcomes that you want. Change your responses to the events. The things already happen until you get the outcomes that you want. That's what I suggest that we do. Remember that the only things that we can change are our thinking, our communications, the pictures in our heads. Those are the images of ourselves and the world around us. And and our behavior. That's the number one thing, changing our behavior. That's all we can change. That's all we can control. And therefore, the only things that we can change. That being said, the real challenge is that unfortunately, most of us are so used to running our lives through habits. We're so run by habits that never change our behavior. We're so used to doing the things that we're always doing. That creates a habit, and those habits basically run our lives, run our behavior. We're stuck in our conditioned responses. So our goal for today is to start regaining control of our thoughts, our images, dreams, daydreams, and our behavior. Everything you think and you say, everything you do, think, and say has to become intentional and aligned with your purpose, your values, and your goals. Purpose, values, and goals. So the key lesson for today, if you don't like your outcomes, change your responses. If you don't like your outcomes, change your responses. E plus R equals O. If you don't like the O, the outcome, and you can't change the E because the event already happened, it was beyond your control, stop complaining and change your response. Have a great week, and as always, I encourage you to do más and be más. Take care.